In the hour when the city sleeps, a lone phone rings in an empty office. It's a place that has seen better days, an office that whispers stories of past cases, of victories and losses. The man who occupies it is no different. He's a private investigator, a figure hardened by the unforgiving realities of life, yet softened by an undercurrent of empathy. His name is a mystery, like the past that haunts him, a past that is as elusive as the city's shadows in the midnight fog. The shrill ring of the phone slices through the silence, a sharp reminder of the world outside his solitude. He answers, his voice a gravelly echo of the city's underbelly. On the other end is a woman, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and desperation. She speaks in hurried whispers as though afraid of being overheard, or perhaps it's the fear of voicing her own reality. Her words paint a picture for our protagonist. A tale of deceit that promises to be more than just another case. It's a puzzle with missing pieces, a labyrinth of half-truths and hidden motives. As she speaks, he listens, his eyes reflecting the flicker of neon lights outside his window. There's an urgency in her voice, a plea for help that resonates with his own hidden demons. She's a stranger, yet in her fear he sees a reflection of his own past, a past he's been running from, a past that has led him to this very moment. The call ends abruptly, leaving behind a silence that is almost deafening. The woman's voice, now just a ghostly echo, hangs heavy in the air. His mind races, piecing together the fragments of her story, already entangled in the web of deceit she has spun. As the line goes dead, the echoes of her voice linger in the quiet office. The city outside seems to hold its breath, waiting, watching as our protagonist steps into the shadows, ready to unravel the mystery that has been thrust upon him. Little does he know, this is just the beginning. The city wakes as our investigator steps into the world, a maze of secrets waiting to be uncovered. As the sun peeks over the horizon, the city begins to stir. The early morning streets are a parade of faces, each one a puzzle piece in this grand mosaic of mystery. Our protagonist sets to work, his keen eyes scanning the cityscape, his mind unspooling the threads of the intricate plot. The city, with its towering skyscrapers and winding alleys, is a living, breathing entity, teeming with secrets in every nook and cranny. Each character he encounters is a new enigma. The old man selling newspapers, his eyes a well of untold stories. The glamorous woman in the red dress, her smile hiding a sea of secrets. The shifty-eyed bartender, his every word dripping with half-truths. Each interaction, each fleeting glance is a piece of a puzzle that our investigator meticulously assembles. But as he delves deeper, the lines blur. The truth becomes as elusive as a shadow in the night. The city's labyrinthine web of deceit wraps around him, pulling him further into its depths. Each lead, every clue only serves to deepen the mystery. The inconsistencies pile up, the half-truths multiply, and soon our investigator finds himself ensnared in a web of deception, a game where everyone has something to hide. Yet undeterred, he presses on. His determination, a beacon of hope in this sea of corruption. Driven by a past that haunts him and a truth that eludes him, he navigates the murky waters of deceit, uncovering layer after layer of deception. As the day draws to a close, the city descends into shadows once again, the neon lights flickering like the hope in our investigator's heart. But the day's end is not a respite, rather a deepening of the enigma. For in this city of shadows, the night only brings more questions, more secrets, and more mysteries. Every corner turned, every shadow explored, only deepens the mystery. As our investigator steps back into the dimly lit streets, he knows that the night will bring new revelations, new secrets, and new challenges. The web of deceit continues to spin, its threads growing thicker, its shadows growing darker. The game is afoot, and the city waits with bated breath for the next move. As the day fades, the past comes alive, a phantom refusing to be forgotten. In the dimly lit corners of his mind, the investigator finds himself haunted by specters of memories, shards of a life once lived. Like fragments of a shattered mirror, they reflect distorted truths of a past drenched in shadows, a past that refuses to remain buried. Each flashback, each dream is a puzzle piece, a fragment of a larger picture, a picture painted in hues of trauma and regret, a picture that fuels his relentless pursuit of the truth, a picture that whispers of a past that dances on the edge of his consciousness, elusive yet persistent, like the first tendrils of dawn chasing away the night. His dreams are a tapestry woven from threads of reality and the gossamer fabric of nightmares. Flickering images of faces long forgotten, voices echoing in the abyss of time, places that seem familiar yet foreign, they all converge in a symphony of chaos. Yet within this chaos he finds a sense of purpose, a determination forged in the crucible of past agonies. As he navigates the labyrinth of his mind, he realizes that the past is not a mere collection of memories, but a living entity. It breathes, it whispers, it claws at the walls of his consciousness, demanding to be acknowledged, refusing to be silenced. It is a spectre that casts long shadows, shadows that stretch into the present, seeping into every crevice, every decision, every thought. His past, his trauma, they are not mere spectres that haunt him. They are the fuel that stokes the fires of his determination, the drive that propels him forward, the compass that guides him through the murky waters of deceit and corruption. They are his strength, his resolve, his unwavering commitment to unmask the truth no matter the cost. The ghosts of the past and the demons of the present are two sides of the same coin. They are intertwined, inseparable. They are the shadows and the light, the truth and the deception, the hunter and the hunted. They are the very essence of his existence, the core of his being. They are the shadows of the past that dance in the light of the present. In the heart of the city, danger lurks unseen, a serpent in the garden. Like the quiet before the storm, there's an eerie silence that descends upon our investigator. The city, with its pulsating neon lights and labyrinthine alleyways, seems to be holding its breath as if anticipating something sinister. As our protagonist delves deeper into the case, the web of deceit tightens around him. The shadows of the city streets seem to creep closer, whispering threats in his ear. Each piece of evidence, each clue he uncovers seems to drag him further into the murky depths of this mystery. Suddenly, the past, like a spectre, begins to loom large. Memories long buried start to resurface. The old wounds, the unresolved dilemmas, the haunting nightmares, they all start to converge, painting a picture he'd rather forget. It's as though his past and the case are intertwined in a dance macabre, each step revealing a new, unsettling connection. The city, once familiar, now feels like a maze, each turn leading to a dead end. The faceless threats multiply, taking on a life of their own. They're no longer just the corrupt officials or the secretive informants. They're the very walls of the city, the shadows in the alley, the flickering neon signs. The stakes are higher now. The case isn't just about finding the truth anymore, it's about survival. It's about confronting the ghosts of the past and the demons of the present. It's about navigating a world where secrets are currency and lies are a lifeline. As he treads the treacherous path, he realizes that trust is a luxury he can't afford. Everyone around him is a potential adversary, their motives shrouded in mystery. The line between friend and foe blurs as alliances shift like quicksand beneath his feet. In this world of deceit and danger, the unseen threat isn't just lurking in the shadows, it's right in front of him, hiding in plain sight. As our investigator confronts this chilling reality, he knows one thing for sure. The game has just begun. The line between friend and foe blurs as trust becomes a luxury he can't afford. Under the neon glow, the veil of deceit starts lifting, revealing a truth too dark to comprehend. This is the moment when the puzzle pieces start to fall into place, where the lines of reality and illusion blur, and the truth begins to emerge from the labyrinth of lies. The investigator, our protagonist, stands on the precipice of revelation, his world teetering on the brink of a transformation. He navigates through the underbelly of this nameless city, peeling back layers of corruption and deceit. Every clue, every hushed whisper and covert glance leads to a shocking revelation. The connections he uncovers are not just to this twisted case, but also to the haunted echoes of his own past. The spectres he was running from were not just in his mind, they were real, tangible, and intricately tied to this web of deceit. The distressed woman, the damsel in distress who had walked into his office, is not who she claimed to be. Her tears were a facade, her vulnerability a carefully crafted illusion. She is a player in this game, her motives as murky as the shadowy corners of this city. Her connections run deeper, her secrets darker. Is she a victim, a perpetrator, or something far more complex? As the truth unravels, so does our protagonist, his past and present intertwining in a dance of shadows. The realization hits him like a punch to the gut. The mystery he was trying to solve was not just a case, it was his own past. a past filled with regret, loss, and a desperate need for redemption. The investigator is now more than just a seeker of truth. He's a man fighting his own demons, entangled in a plot of his own creation. Every revelation brings him closer to the truth and further into the abyss of his own psyche. It's a journey into the heart of darkness, a descent into the very core of his being. In the world of shadows, nothing is as it seems. In this city, under the flickering neon lights, the veil lifts and the shadows of deceit are revealed. The investigator is left standing in the harsh light of truth, his world forever changed. The stage is set for the final act. The thrilling climax is just around the corner. In the final act, the stakes reach a fever pitch, a dance with danger on the edge of the abyss. Our investigator, a beacon of truth in a world shrouded in lies, confronts the enigmatic woman. His voice, a low, measured rumble, demands answers that have long been buried in the shadows of deceit. Her response, a chilling whisper, reveals a truth that freezes him to his core. The world as he knows it crumbles, the ground beneath his feet giving way to an abyss of uncertainty. His identity, his purpose, everything he believed about himself unravels in the blink of an eye. The woman's words, like a dagger to his heart, deliver a crushing blow. "You're not who you think you are." An unexpected twist, a revelation so profound it leaves us hanging precariously on the precipice of suspense. As the credits roll, the echo of her words hang in the air. "You're not who you think you are."